Game Chat with Bwana, episode 83, starting right about now.
Welcome to Game Chat with Bwana, your source for gaming news and reviews. Now, here's Bwana McCall.
Game Chat with Bwana. Game Chat with Bwana. Game Chat with Bwana, episode 83, coming at you live at twitch.tv/Bwana and at live.bwana.tv. We do this every Saturday afternoon at 3 p.m. Eastern. Everybody, welcome to the show. What we do here at Game Chat with Bwana is that we talk about the last 7 days of gaming news, and we try to find the best stories that's on the web. I can't find the center of the camera, man. I've been moving for 20 minutes. I just can't. It just ain't gonna happen. I'm gonna be all over the place. But we try to find the best stories for the last 7 days, and we scoured the internet. We tried to find the best stories. Today we only got like 4, but mainly because there's this one company named Valve that pretty much dropped bombs like all over the place. It was like it just left a serious wake in the gaming news realm. So we're gonna talk about that definitely today. That Valve stuff. Also, Battlefield 4. It's coming out next week. We don't have any stories to talk about that, but probably we'll be talking about it next week as Battlefield makes its way into the beta realm. But we got a lot of great stories to talk about today because Valve just took over everything. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get started, y'all. Yes.
Game Chat with Bwana would not be possible without the support of our corporate partners. Twitch.tv, Wirecast, YouTube, and 123 Systems. Thank you all for your support of Game Chat with Bwana.
We're going to talk about stuff now. And the first thing we're going to talk about is EA Sports. It's not in the game. Yeah, the guys over at EA. I don't know if I should even call them EA anymore. They're just EA. Well, apparently there's a big spat going on with those guys and the college football guys. And if you ever played NCAA football on EA, on any gaming platform, you're probably not going to see it anymore because they're no longer going to make it. Apparently this is pretty bad. Earlier this year, the NCAA announced that they will let its licensing deal with Electronic Arts expire in 2014. So while EA could have pursued individual licensing deal with colleges, players, and other collegiate sports, it'd be a lot harder to do. So they're not going to do it. It's just not going to make the game. Here's the quote. Today, I'm sad to announce that we will not be publishing any new college football game next year. We are evaluating our plan for future of the franchise. So next year, it's not happening definitely. And they're probably not going to do it again after that. They're going to evaluate the plan, if you will. This is as profoundly disappointing to the people who make this game as I expect it will be for millions who enjoy playing it each year. I'd like to explain a couple of factors that brought us to the decision. We are stuck in the middle of a dispute between the NCAA and the student athletes who seek compensation for playing college football, just like companies that broadcast college games and those who provide equipment and apparel. We follow rules that are set by the NCAA, blah, 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 blah. But those rules are being challenged by some student athletes. I wonder who they could be. Possibly the people that are on the covers of the game. I don't know. For our part, we're working to settle lawsuits with the student athletes. Meanwhile, the NCAA and a number of conferences have withdrawn their support of our game. This is so dumb. The ongoing legal issues combined with increased questions surrounding schools and conferences have left us in a difficult position, one that challenges our ability to deliver an authentic sports experience, which is the very foundation of EA Sports games. I don't understand college football. I really don't. I mean, the people in charge of the NCAA have made some really stupid decisions over the years. I don't know if you guys have been following this group, but they have made some of the most bonehead decisions when it comes to tons of stuff, namely a college football playoff. Money, 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 money. Always comes down to money. We got to make money off the bowl games, the alumni, the bowls, the money. Students can't make money because money, 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 money. These guys can't make money because money, 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 money. It's so much dumbness being thrown around. And this is free advertisement of your sport. You don't have to come up with any money for them to do this. EA is fronting all the money. Granted, EA is making money too, but they are pushing your brand. They are pushing collegiate athletes. People watch college football because they can play college football and vice versa. I don't know if you guys know much about this. I don't talk much about sports games on here. But this is the most bonehead decision I've ever heard of. Why would you want compensation, okay, for playing college football? Student athletes aren't allowed to take money, but they're asking EA for money. The NCAA rules say you as a college athlete can't take money. Oh, but they're suing EA for money. It's the most, I don't get it. I don't blame EA. They're just like, forget it. We'll just do Madden. We'll just do FIFA. We'll make our billions. These guys can do whatever they want. Frankly, I haven't bought an NCAA game in years, so I'm not going to totally miss it. But at the same time, it's just dumb. It's free marketing. It's free. All you're doing, you're licensing it. They have to pay you. Check it out, guys. This is over on GamePolitics.com. It's very, very frustrating. Just from a gamer's perspective, that the idiots in charge of these companies, and I say companies because this NCAA stuff is a company, are just being idiots about stuff. Now, I mean, usually we bash EA for stuff. But come on, man. This is just ridiculous. Check it out. All right, next story. Let's talk about the big deal. Let's talk about the elephant in the room. That's gonna pop a vein somewhere. Valve dropped 3 announcements on us this week. Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. And they hyped it up last week. They're like, we've got something special for you guys. We think you're gonna like it. We think you're gonna enjoy it. And everybody was like, ooh, we're gonna get Half-Life 3. Ooh, they're gonna announce a real portal cube that can transfer people through time and visit Captain Janeway in the Delta Quadrant and eat cookies. People just started making up stupid stuff. But there were 3 announcements, 3 main announcements. On Monday, let's start with the first one. On Monday, Valve announced Steam OS. And let's go to the website so you can, freaking blah. Thank you. Okay. Joystick, give me the main site, please. Forget it. I'll just go by memory because I thought they were going to link me to the actual page. SteamOS is a Linux-based operating system that they're going to provide in order to play games. Now, Linux has been kind of the dog or the tail end of the stick when it comes to video games. Namely when it comes to support from companies, driver support from companies, OS support from Linux developers. Gaming on Linux has been an uphill battle. I mean, we've come as high as Sediga. You guys remember Sediga? The Wine project has a lot of gaming stuff going on. But it's been kind of, you know, just an afterthought. People are like, oh, Linux gaming. Yeah, that's cool. All right, I'm going to install Windows. But Valve has introduced SteamOS. And not only is it going to allow us to play games on a Linux platform, it's going to be more of an embedded OS type of deal. Now, what are you talking about, Bwana? Embedded OSs are things you see like on your cable boxes or your appliances that have operating systems on them. Linux is very good at this. So SteamOS to me is going to be equivalent to an Apple TV. It's going to be equivalent to a Google TV. It's going to be equivalent to all of these portable HDMI dongle devices we've been talking about before, except it's going to be Steam powered. Okay, so this was the first announcement. SteamOS, this is the operating system, the embedded OS. Is going to allow you to play games, stream movies, watch TV, all from your television screen. It's going to be the OS that powers the box. So naturally, the next announcement would be the Steam Box. The Steam Box is called Steam Machines, which I think is probably the best name this year, given to anything by anyone. Steam Machines, it's going to be the actual boxes. And what Valve is going to do, they're going to partner with hardware providers, and they're going to build these pre-configured boxes that we can install SteamOS on and play in our living room. They're going to keep it open. You can modify these boxes. You can add components. You can do whatever you want. It's not going to be locked down. That's the good thing. Good thing about this is not going to be locked down. You can build your own Steam box if you want. Install Steam OS on it. Have fun. That's going to be the good part of this. It's going to be completely open, and you're going to have a lot of options. Now, I imagine some companies are going to put out some Steam boxes, some Steam machines that are going to be kind of overpriced. There's been some some Reddit threads about, you know, some possible Steam boxes that are like $1,000 but only cost like $500 to build. So yeah, there's going to be some markup. I anticipate some sort of markup with these Steam machines. So we got a Steam OS, right? That's going to be the operating system. We got Steam machines. These are going to be the Steam boxes. So Steam is trying to freaking heat up the living room with Steam, man. We've got this box. We've got this OS. And the third announcement was not Half-Life 3. That would have made too much sense. 3 announcements, Half-Life 3, confirmed. No, that didn't happen. This thing, this is called the Steam controller. And it is if anybody, there it is. That's it. It's got 2 haptic sensors that are kind of like trackpads, but haptic sensors. So it's not really a trackpad. It's haptic. It has a touch screen in the middle. It has some back sensors and shoulder buttons and buttons that are in weird spots that they claim you won't have to press as much because of the haptic sensors that are happening. You know, I posted an image on Twitter of how I felt about this. Let's pull that up. I think this would be very indicative of how let's see. All right. Here's my reaction. Check it out. I don't know. I don't know what my feelings are doing. I don't know what to say, guys. It is the weirdest, most outside of the boxiest thing I've seen in years. This is bold. This is very bold. Yet some weird part of me wants this. And I can't, I don't know why, because emotions are weird right now. I don't know what this thing is or what it's so strange. The button configuration is strange. The touch screen is there. Okay, everybody's doing touch screen in the middle. 2 haptic pads. And they mentioned Euro Truck Simulator as being a game to play with this. And it's compatible with all Steam games. And it's not going to leave any Steam games out. And they're going to release an SDK/API for developers to tie their games into this thing and make best use of it. It's going to be in beta. Just like the Steam box. I didn't mention there's a Steam box and this controller have the same beta sign-up program. They're going to select people for this. I think 300 is the limit. And if you're selected, you'll get you'll get a box, and you'll get one of these sans the touchscreen. The beta versions won't have the touchscreen in the middle. And it's going to be wired. Oh, okay. Here's a great picture. I didn't see this at the bottom. So this is some Portal 2 bindings that they have for this controller. As you can see, the right mouse is the left stick, and the left mouse, is the left shoulder, and the left mouse is the right shoulder, and those are your 2 portals. Zoom out is M scroll down. There's some buttons for that. M scroll in. Movement is on the right haptic pad, and left shift, and I think if you press it down is space for jump, and it's gonna take some getting used to. I really hope this thing works, but I honestly don't know. I can't complain about it. I really can't understand it. That's how weird this thing is. I can't process it. I've been looking at this since the announcement. I can't process it. I don't know what to say. Ah, man. Let's hope Valve does it right, though. Right company's behind this. This controller is very, very strange. Check it out over on joystick.com. They got the details over there about this thing, this controller that I can't really express my feelings for.
Tune in to all things Bwana throughout the week on live.bwana.tv and on twitchtv.com/Bwana.
Okay. Let's talk about that MMORPG that I like so much, and it's not Final Fantasy. It's EVE Online, and EVE Online is going to celebrate their 20th free expansion. This is a game that pumps out expansions, like multiple expansions a year. They're up to 20 now. 20. This fall expansion has been announced. It's called Rubicon. EVE Online Rubicon. And one of the things that was announced at EVE Fan Fest was the future vision of EVE Online. And what they're doing is they're putting the universe in the control of the players, in the hands of the players. This expansion marks probably the first one that's going to do that. Here's a statement from the EVE Online guys. They said that focus on individual and small fleet activity, new quick strike options offer a powerful war tactic and a fresh style of victory for EVE Sandbox universe. So they're going to be enhancing more of the small gang rooms, I guess, if you will, ganks. There's going to be new faction ships, the Marauder, Electronic Attack Frigate, Interceptor, and Interdictor hulls re-engineered for balance. Here's another quote. With Rubicon, we are beginning an ambitious journey for the next several expansions, this is what I was talking about, of EVE, that will end up with players taking control of the most potent technologies in the universe and controlling space on an unprecedented scale. One of the things that we're really excited that we saw at EVE Fan Fest was that players would have control over jump gates. Everybody was like, oh, are you serious? Yeah, that was really crazy. They're going to enhance and expand player-owned stations to be a little bit more, from what I understand, they're going to be able to be used in more places and more control from the players. There's a lot more to this that I don't quite understand yet, but the gist of it that I got was that this is the first step to giving us control, more control of the sandbox. Now, EVE Online has always been about giving the players free reign over the universe. That's what made it so popular. That's why it's been around for 10 years plus, and that's why it's been growing every year over year since its initial release. But they're gonna take that even further now. And this is pretty exciting. I, for one, in the EVE Online universe, I don't do much exploring. I do a lot of solo roaming and a lot of solo, I like to call it DayZ in space. You know, when you jump in DayZ, you just run around, start looting things and shooting people. That's what I do sometimes EVE Online. I just jump in a small frigate, fly around random places, and if I see somebody, I shoot them. Other times I will I'll do a lot of trading, I'll do a lot of mining, I'll do a lot of industry stuff. But I never really focused on small gang rooms that much, and I never really focused on player-owned stations that much. So I think this expansion may give me more incentive to try those things out. This is going to be coming November 19th, and you can go to eveonline.com. Yeah, even online here. eveonline.com/Rubicon to get more details about this expansion. It looks to be very, very cool. And for our final story, we're going to talk about Project Reality. Project Reality is one of the most popular Battlefield 2, heard me right, Battlefield 2 mods. It is a realistic mod, if you will, for the Battlefield 2 engine. And a lot of people compare it to Arma, which is an army simulator for PC. Armor 1, Armor 2, Armor 3. This is what DayZ was built on. Project Reality is the same type of deal, which is out today. You can download this right now. Project Reality allows you to do this on the Battlefield 2 engine. Announced in this particular article is something very exciting. Project Reality 2 is coming to CryEngine 3. They're going to release an independent standalone version of Project Reality on CryEngine 3. So if Project Reality on Battlefield 2 didn't really strike your interest because it was on the Battlefield 2 engine, and you know Battlefield 2 is kind of a dated engine, doesn't look all that great, this one probably will. And it is a very, 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 very enthralling, and it sucks you in, has a lot of immersion. You really get immersed in Project Reality. If you never played it, I've watched people play it, and I got immersed by watching people play it. It is really, really immersive, and I think you should give it a try. If you have it today, you can get it for Battlefield 2 engine. They've got the release today. But Project Reality 2 is going to be built from scratch in CryEngine 3, and it's been in development since mid-2012. So they're actually already on their way. There's some screenshots here on this website over on Escapist Magazine. It is seeking programmers, modelers, and artists with experience for CryEngine if you want to work on the project. Sounds very, very exciting. So check it out, guys. This is over on Escapist Magazine. They got the details. CryEngine 3 is about to see Project Reality come to fruition in part 2 of what's happening with that thing right there.
Do you love Game Chat? Are you looking for a way to show your appreciation? Become a Bwana.tv premium subscriber. Check out the details at Bwana.tv/donate.
That concludes our show for episode 83 of Game Chat with Bwana. I want to thank everybody for coming by. We're over at Twitter, twitter.com/Bwana, or at Google Plus at google.com/+Bwana. You can follow my YouTube channel at youtube.com/IOBuffa. You can also follow this particular stream here, this live stream, at twitch.tv/Bwana. Come over, follow the stream, and check out our live game footage as well as recordings of shows like this. I also want to announce, I want to take this time out to announce some changes to my channels. Those of you who follow me and been watching the latest stuff already know about this, so don't panic. But I have changed the format of my YouTube channel. I have offloaded all of my gaming clips and like funny clips and stuff like that that I used to post to YouTube. All of that's being moved to Twitch. So you have to come to my Twitch channel, subscribe here. I'm not subscribed, but follow me here. On my past broadcasts and highlights, you can see that stuff there. My YouTube channel is now moving more towards a review and news reporting site. So I'm doing news reporting for games. I'm doing tech news reporting, daily videos. I'm also going to do game reviews up on my YouTube channel. It's going to be that particular format up there. I'm making that change because my viewership is going to the tanker. I got so many subscribers and not a lot of views. So I'm trying to change things and reboot things. And hopefully this will inject new life into the channel. So these changes are already happening. So you're not going to see much game footage and clips on YouTube. You got to come over to my Twitch channel to see the archives and the highlights of that stuff. But if you're interested in my tech reviews and my game reviews and news and all that kind of stuff, that's still going to be on the YouTube channel. So I want to thank everybody for watching. Also, Bwana.org radio, if you're interested in that. That show has gotten canned. That has been replaced with more regular videos that I'm posting daily. You can think of Bwana.org radio as being dissolved into multiple videos per story. That's essentially what's happening. The content's going to be there. It's just going to be packaged a little bit different. All right, guys, that concludes episode 83 of Game Chat with Bwana, and I will see you all next time. Everybody have a great day or week. Bye-bye.